Welcome to Smart Remarks. Shh, be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rhinos.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
So over the past couple days, we've heard plenty of outrage over how Pennsylvania Senator Arlen Specter is flipping from the Republicans to the Democrats. If you follow Republican commentary, you'll know that they're saying that, good riddance to that rhino Republican in name only. Let the purge begin, because now that we've whittled down the Republican Party to the core of true believers, we're in a position to what?
To find out, are they pro-America or anti-America?
While the wingers celebrate the purification of their party, just what do they think they're achieving here? Does this lend them credibility, afford them an opportunity to build coalitions and win elections? It does no such thing. But the Rush is Right crowd, the people who love it when Glenn Beck cry, they just don't seem to get it. They don't understand. They might be the most politically tone-deaf people I've ever encountered.
I'm sorry.
Here, their party has been spanked in 2 consecutive national elections. Now, there was a time, just 5 years ago, we were talking about a permanent Republican majority. Back then, Pennsylvania had 0 Democratic senators. Both were Republican. Democrats seemed to be on the ropes, but everything has changed. Now, Pennsylvania has 2 Democratic senators. President Obama celebrates 100 days in office with a 68% approval rating. Republicans just lost a special election in New York they should have won. And with Specter's flip and the very real possibility that Al Franken is going to be seated in Minnesota, the Democrats have the prospect of a 60-vote majority in the Senate.
Hello, I'm Stuart Smalley.
The Republicans have collapsed as fast as the economy, and of course, there's a connection. And as the collapse actually quickens, we've entered what pollster Nate Silver has called the Republican death spiral, which is to say the more extreme the party gets, the more moderates leave. But without as many moderates to appease, the message can get even more extreme and even more appealing to the base, but less appealing to the country itself. And then the process loops back in on itself. That's exactly what we're seeing now. And while it couldn't happen to a nicer group of people, there's an inherent problem here. For a democracy to function adequately, you need a credible opposition party, and we don't have that now. There's going to come a time when Obama and Obamism and the Democratic hegemony might need to be opposed. But for that to happen, there needs to be a legitimate alternative ideas to act as a counterweight. The current GOP is drowning in its outrage, but it has no new ideas, and might not for some time. Indeed, as Vaughn Ververs wrote at RealClearPolitics.com, the GOP is now obsolete. It's the Democrats' show. They break it, they bought it. But the flip side of that is the Democrats inherited a country that was already broken, and if they can fix it, the Democrats and Obama will get all of the credit. And so now you see why Rush wants the president to fail, because if Obama doesn't fail, if he succeeds, the GOP goes the way of the Whigs.
But I don't need 400 words, I need 4. I hope he fails.